Hey guys, it's John here again. Today's video is going to be, there's going to be a few parts to it, but this part one is going to be my favourite albums from the 70s. I'm just going to show you the ones I have on vinyl, okay? So yeah. Let's go. First of all, Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic. That's my favourite Aerosmith album. Sweet Emotion, No More, No More, You See Me Crying, Round and Round, Walk This Way, Toys in the Attic. And yeah, really cool, absolutely cool album, that one, from 1975. This is a music on vinyl, 180 gram audio file, vinyl pressing, and yeah, that's Aerosmith. Right, this is my favourite ZZ Top album, and it's the first album. Now, when I listened to this, I wasn't expecting anything special at the start because it's just their first album, and when I put it on, I was like blown away. It is just so cool. It is this is what I like. I used to like the 80s stuff, but this is absolutely awesome, and yeah, really into that, and some really cool riffs as well, and they sing a bit more in the songs, whereas in the 80s they sing a couple of short verses on the songs, and then they go into for about, I don't know, a couple of minutes, and then they go into some jam for I don't know, 6 minutes of the rest of the song, and you just think, God, fucking, I'm listening to the same, not like that, but you know, and it's just ding 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 ding. So Andy, Mike of Vintage Wine, he'd be laughing at me, right? Yeah, this is totally better. This is country, sort of rock and roll. It's you know, hopefully I can say they're bit country. It's a bit, you know, James Gang, Eagles, who else? Joe Walsh. Yeah, just that sort of stuff. I was really got into it. Really cool. And can I say when it came out? It came out in... Actually, this is a reissue. This came out in 1980. But I know the album came out a lot earlier than that. This is a German pressing. Oh, I can't remember when it was. I know it's the early 70s. Right. Another really cool album. Actually, I'm not going to do live albums. Here we go. Cool album of the 70s. One of my favourites. And it is Love Drive by Scorpions. Absolutely killer. Loving You Sunday Morning. Coast to Coast, Always Somewhere. Another Piece of Meat. Is Anybody There? Love Drive, Holiday. It's just killer. Really cool album. And that's 79. What's that one? Where have I got? That shouldn't be there. Right, next one is my Kiss's first album. And this is on Casablanca, 1974. And this was, what did they have on here? They had some really cool tunes on here. Side one, right, we go Strutter, Nothing to Lose, Firehouse, Cold Gin, Let Me Know, Kissin' Time, Juice, what one there? Black Diamond is one of my favourite Kiss songs, especially as it's, you know, I don't really like Peter Criss's singing, but Black Diamond, he did a hell of a job on there. And yeah, that would be my favourites off of that album. Right, next one. My favourite Alice Cooper record, Welcome to My Nightmare. Me and my little girl, she's only 7 now, but we love watching the Muppets when Alice Cooper was on the Muppets. And yeah, it's very nostalgic for me, because it was my favourite song, favourite programme when I was a kid. And to see Alice on there was just like awesome. But yeah, love nearly every single song on this. And there's some creepy shit on it as well, Steve and the Black Widow, and you got Vincent Price there talking about a Black Widow spider. That's just classic. Love it. Absolutely cool album. And that came out, what, 75? Yep. Right, another one. Judas Priest, Killing Machine. Now this has got one hell of a cool song on it, which not many people really mention, and it's called Burning Up, and I love that song, and Before the Dawn as well. The Evening Stars are cool, Delivering the Goods, Rock Forever, Take on the World. They're all, it's a really good album. Running Wild as well as on here. This is highly recommended for the last album of the, yeah, it is the last album of the 70s. Just trying to think. Yeah, I think it is. I think Stained Class came before this one. But yeah, that is awesome. Go out and buy it. Right, next one. Stained Class. And check the year it came out. Oh, it was 78 as well. They did the 2 albums in that year. How cool is that, eh? To have 2 amazing albums come out by the same artist in 1 year. So Stained Class, and this is the one that's got one of my all-time favourite Judas Priest songs, and the song is Beyond the Realms of Death. That is just absolutely killer. I love that song to bits. Stained Class, good song. Better By You, Better Than Me. Obviously, you know, that's caused a bit of controversy through the 80s. But you know, there will always be some numpties that believe what, listening to songs and going, oh, shoot me, or do this, or take these drugs and stuff. If you got the right head on, don't do stupid shit like that. So yeah, Exciter's on there, Saints in Hell, Savage. That is just really cool. Right. Oh, I don't think I want to put this one in. Actually, no, I will. Judas Priest's first album, Rock and Roller. Now, the band didn't like the artwork. It's pretty cheap and nasty. Rock and Roller being as in Coca-Cola. It is it's not a very well thought out sleeve, but Judas Priest had nothing. They couldn't do anything about it. It was a record company. So yeah, and this one is actually a French copy that was done in 1983, and we know that the album was done in, I think it's 74. And yeah, John Hinch was on drums, and it's listed down as Bob Halford instead of Rob Halford. And even Al Atkins' name is in the song, the writing credits for the songs, and he was the original singer. Where's this? There's no date. Made in France, it's got there. No, can't find a date. What else was that fell out? It's just the sleeve. Right. Really cool album from the 70s. This is a Vertigo label of Black Sabbath's Paranoid. Yeah, it's still got a pound sticker on it. This is Gatefold, and this is an awesome album. This is the Swirl label as well. This gets good money. So there's the Gatefold, the Swirl label. Vertigo, 1970, and cool tracks on here: War Pigs, Paranoid, Planet Caravan, Iron Man, Electric Funeral, Hand of Doom, Rat Salad. I'm not really too keen on. Fairies Wear Boots is awesome. So yeah, really cool. And then the last album I'm going to do in this series of my favourite albums of the 70s, and it is Highway to Hell by AC/DC, and the last one to feature Bon Scott, unfortunately. So you got Highway to Hell, Girl's Got a Rhythm, cool song. Walk All Over You, Touch Too Much is amazing. Shut Down in Flames, If You Want Blood, Love Hungry Man is one of my I really do love that song on here. It's cool. And Night Prowler as well. Beating Around the Bush is okay. It's probably the weaker of the rest of the album. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Shut Down in Flames is cool. But yeah, this is a German pressing, and came out in 1979. Rest in peace, Bon. Right, here we go. Actually, I'm going to do this one more. This one more, I think. No, I'm going to do... No, I won't. I'll do this last one. Right. And it is AC/DC's High Voltage. Now, this one is the UK, I think, edition from 1976. And yeah, it's got a cool cover. My favourite songs on here is It's a Long Way to the Top. She's got the Jack. Live Wire is killer. TNT, Can I Sit Next to You Girl? I always wind my little girl up when I sit down on the sofa with her. And if I say to her, right, Daddy's come and sit by you, and she goes, nope. And I go, can I sit next to you, girl? And she just giggles. she's got balls and high voltage. Just awesome, really cool. That can get on there. Should we go for one more? It's AC/DC anyway, and it's Dirty D's Done Dirt Cheap. And I'm quite annoyed because I used to have the Australian version of this, which I paid £1 quite a few years ago now, probably going on for 10 years, and I put it on eBay and it went up to 170 quid, and I thought, my god, maybe I shouldn't have sold it. But from £1 to £170, I thought, bugger it, I'll take the money, and hopefully another one turns up. And in the 10 years since then, another one hasn't. But it was the Australian first press that they had of this album. Dirty D's Done Dirt Cheap, and this is a reissue. This is from '82, and it's on Atlantic. And this one was actually done in sort of Spanish. It's got Madrid down here. So yeah, that's definitely not a UK edition. Really good nick though. What we got on here? Yeah, it's Barcelona, Madrid, Barcelona. Ah, even I didn't realise that was. I thought I had a UK one. So, another cool find. Don't think it's going to be as worth as much as the Australian original. So, I would love to pick up another one for them. So yeah, my favourite tracks on here, what? Dirty D's Done Dirt Cheap, Love at First Feel, Big Balls is funny as, Rocker, Problem Child, Squealer is funny, Ride On, it's quite slow, There's Gonna Be Some Rockin' and Ain't No Fun Waiting Around to Be a Millionaire. And that is it for my favourite 1970s albums on vinyl. And yeah, I'm only showing vinyl, so I've got loads more here to go through, so keep rocking, and hope you enjoy the video. And yeah, check out, if you're into this sort of stuff, check out a few of the other guys who I follow. There's Jared at Backwards Metal, there's Andy's Vinyl Den, there's Andy, sorry, it's Cloudy Milder, and who else? Farley as well. You will find, if you go into my subscriptions, that they're down the side. It should be down the side. So if you find them, check their videos out. They're really good YouTubers, and really friendly. And if you don't mind a bit of swearing and stuff like that, then I could probably recommend a few more. Cassette is God if you're into cassettes. Who else? And Mike at Vintage Wine, he's got good stuff, but he mainly shows CDs. And yeah, so keep rocking, and we'll see you later.